Hello, we're live. Oh my gosh, there's actually lots of comments. What the heck? I had to go switch into my wearable blanket because I'm freezing, but I have the opposite of a fever. By all accounts, I should probably probably not be breathing by the temperature that it gave me. Anyways, hello. Alex, I can't do the Stitch voice, but hi. Tired as fuck, so I probably won't be up for long, but I hope y'all are able to get some things done tonight. Crossing my fingers. Melanie, hello, and Devin. Good evening. Micah, hello, beautiful people. Nikki is here. I'll be working on crocheting my cousin's fingerless gloves and working on continuing to create my novel prep book. Awesome. Devin, I have the next 2 days off. Woo, that's exciting. So I'll be working on a to-do for Friday. Nice. Joe saying mahalo. I'm just here. It doesn't show the emoji over on Restream. What is that? Spam? Yeah, spam. Got it. I'm working on diamond art pictures today. Nice. I actually got a diamond art for Christmas. My aunt, who I was doing a puzzle with on Thanksgiving, she said she doesn't have the patience for it, but she thinks that I would. I forget what the design is. But I do have one. Actually, I think I have, no, that's a paint by number. I know I'm not going to hit my word count goal for the first week of the month, but I did make some great progress with the story today overall. That's all that matters. Staying consistent is a bigger thing than hitting your word counts. Because as long as you stay consistent, the shit will get done. I need to take my own advice. I also need to read my sister-in-law's edited personal statement for her law school application, so that'll be my first task. That sounds like so much fun. I was job hunting yesterday, and I swear from just reading all of like the job descriptions and the applications, I was so sick and tired of reading like business jargon. So tired of it. Joanne, hello. How are you all and what are you guys working on today? So, first things first, I need to clean this desk because earlier I was rearranging the cords for the computer so that we could free up the front USB compartments, plugins, whatever that's called. So I had to unplug the computer and like rework cords, but that ended up making the desk a complete disaster. So I got to clean that up. After that, hopefully doing some kind of writing thing. However, with me not feeling the greatest, I might just do a little bit of reading with you guys. So I'm currently in the middle of 3 books. This is a historical romance. I'm loving it so far. I'm like 100-ish pages in. I've got Fourth Wing, which I've read the first chapter, but this one I'm going slower on. And there's no dragons on the edges because this is the second version of Fourth Wing. It's the limited edition or whatever it was called, where it has like the extra bonus story at the end or something like that. I do have the original with the dragons though. But if these pages get messed up, I'm okay with that rather than the dragon ones. This one I'm actually doing for a YouTube video that will be coming out sometime in the near future, depending on when I finish this, because I am going in depth with this, and it's going to be a new fun series, and I'm super excited about it. The third book that I'm reading is my Kindle book that I leave for laying in bed, so I'm not disturbing Joe with a light on. So that one I wouldn't even be working on. So it would either be Fourth Wing or The Heiress Gets a Duke, if I end up reading on this stream instead. But I'm going to try and do some writing adjacent stuff. I'm looking at Substack and Later Press, and trying to revamp the Patreon so I can get the Patreon the setup better. And then my delirium just keeps throwing even more things out, like Wattpad or changing pen names or, stupid shit like that. My God. Also, I'm on day 2 of snow days with another one due to either a power outage or a frozen street and pipes leading to schools there. I'm so jealous of all the people who got snow because we literally got a dusting. Granted, the Chicago area wasn't supposed to get hit very hard because it was all south of us. But we were supposed to get a lake effect storm, and we were supposed to get 1 to 3 inches. And I kid you not, we did not. It was a dusting. But yes, I hope everyone is staying safe. It is super cozy. It's super cozy. Joe got it for me for Christmas. Well, the kids, aka Joe, got it for me for Christmas. Not this most recent one, but the year before. Love it. I'll be heading to bed here shortly. Have to be up at 5 a.m. to get the teen to school. That sounds gross. I hope you get some sleep. Thank you for at least stopping by. Katrina, hello. I had a hold at the library for Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I've been wanting to read it for forever, and as I was walking out, I saw Bridge to Terabithia, Terabithia, whatever, which was featured for its 40th anniversary. It's been 40 years. I never read the book. I do remember seeing the movie, but I was really young, so I don't remember a lot of it. I got so much newsletter things done today. I'm so proud of me. I'm proud of you too. FYI, super special things are coming to my newsletter next week. Yay! I'll be on the lookout. I have to get my newsletter started. Yeah. That's a whole issue. That is one of my favorite stories from childhood, even though it's so sad. Yes, I remember it being sad. I started reading that earlier, although I figured it's a quick cheat read I can finish in 2 days or less. Nice. Joanne's pretty good. About to polish a kind of spicy scene I wrote for Project Sugar and Spice. Ooh, love it. Yes. Sounds like fun. It is, especially writing the part where the MCs get caught. Well, semi-caught. Hell yeah. And saying hi to Katrina. All right, question is from Melanie. Which movie? Oh, I don't remember. There was more than one movie? What's the one I'm thinking of? I don't think it's the Josh Hutcherson one, unless he was like super, super young. Bridge to... Oh, it was only from 2007? Then maybe I haven't seen it. Because 2007, I would have been 17. And I don't think... No, I was thinking more like, I thought it was when I was younger. I don't think I've seen this one. Night, Devin. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good sleep. Guys, I'm out of it. I'm also been binging Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Yes. 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 When I am in need of just some good old comfort, there are a few things that I put on. Pirates of the Caribbean is on that list. But my number one is probably National Treasure. I don't know what it is about that movie or that series in general. I love National Treasure so much. It's ridiculous. Joe gets sick of it because I love it so much. And then what was the next one? Oh, The Mummy. The Mummy is perfection. Absolute perfection. The ones with Brendan Fraser, not the stupid remake that they made with Tom Cruise. Just saying. There was a production company based in Canada that did a bunch of book-to-film adaptations of popular children lit stories. Interesting. Do you know what year they did that? I'm not from Canada, but I don't know. Maybe it like got shown on PBS or something. Canada. 1985. Produced for the PBS series Wonderworks. So maybe I did see that, if it ended up going on to PBS at all. But again, I would have been super, super young. Like, you know, like 5 and 6 type of young. Because 85, I wasn't even born yet. But when I was watching PBS, I was like 5 or 6. And then whenever I was homesick from school, my favorite thing to do was to put on, I think, PBS. I'm almost positive these were on PBS. Dragon Tales. Does anybody remember Dragon Tales? That was my go-to when I was homesick from school. National Treasure is so fun. I never saw past the OG. I've seen everything that's been out. So National Treasure 2, which has the same characters and same cast. It just focuses on like Mount Rushmore. And like finding a treasure through that. I forget exactly. It's been a while since I've seen the second one. And then I saw the TV series that Disney Plus put out. I think, was it in 2022 or was it last year? I don't remember if it was the end of 2022 or the beginning of 2023. But I watched that and I actually really, really enjoyed that one. That one focuses a lot on like the Incan or Inca, the Mayans, and I think there was a third tribe. I can't remember. But that was a fun series, and I believe working on the third movie, and that's supposed to have the same cast as the first two movies, like meaning like Nicolas Cage and what's his face, who plays Riley Poole. I can't think of his. I can't think of it. Hey, Benny, I think you're on the wrong side of the river. Brendan Fraser can do no wrong. I love that man so much. It's such a good movie. I kind of want to watch it now. I have National Treasure and The Mummy set up for tomorrow, and Jurassic Park series is set for the next snow day, which might be Thursday. Sounds like a fantastic day to me. I've seen Jurassic Park, the entire franchise, so many times because Polly is obsessed with them. We have the first 5 on DVD, and then the 6th one is, I think we have on digital copy. Love it. I do like the newest trilogy, but the original Jurassic Park just is so nostalgic for me. I love it. It's a totally great lineup. Jurassic Park is so dang good. Yes, it is. 1000%. Still need to watch World Dominion. The second Jurassic World was so freaking sad. It was sad. It was very sad. Yeah. World Dominion, I feel like we've only watched once, so I could probably use a rewatch for that. Only because when Polly gets in the Jurassic Park mood, he kind of tends to go for either the original Jurassic Park, the first one, or Jurassic World, the first one with Blue. He gravitates towards those two first, and then if we have time, we do like a binge of the other ones. Also, more of my comfort movies is Twister, and I'm adding Twisters to that as well because I actually really ended up liking the new Twisters movie that they came out with in 2024. I think you did. If we will fact check right now. Jurassic World Dominion. Let's check. Are you going to give me links to the next one? Yeah. So it's Jurassic World, then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and then it's Jurassic World Dominion. Yeah. And then for the first trilogy, it's Jurassic Park, The Lost World Jurassic Park, and then Jurassic Park 3. I don't know who decided to do those titles, but it's kind of wonky. Twister. Yes, I still need to see the sequel. It's technically not a sequel, and it's technically not a reboot. I don't really know what to call it, but it kind of follows the same kind of plot line that the original one does, but with like today's technology and whatnot. But Dorothy still makes an appearance. Dorothy is just kind of upgraded. But like there's no mention of any of the characters from the original Twister movie, and there's no cameos from the original movie. So if you are hoping for cameos, there's not going to be any. I know my sister-in-law's best friend was hoping that Helen Hunt was going to make an appearance in the new one, and she didn't, and she was super upset about it, and she kind of like hates it because there was no cameos. But I went into it knowing that there weren't going to be any cameos, and I ended up really, really, really liking the movie. So take it with a grain of salt. I enjoyed it. I think it's streaming on Peacock, if you have Peacock. My city just went into water boiling effect, and the school said that due to everything, we might be out until Monday. Damn. Water boiling effect. I've never even heard of that. What does that mean? We didn't get a lot of snow, 2 inches, but it has caused burst pipes down power lines and a lot of black ice where I am. It has been super icy over here. But that is mainly due to the fact that we didn't get a whole lot of snow. We got a whole lot of freezing drizzle, which is my least favorite thing about winter. Otherwise, I love winter. Heck, I'd be willing to watch it just because Glenn Powell's a hottie. Oh, he is very, very nice to look at in that movie. Yes, sirree. I can tell that my husband's no longer trolling us because he would have some choice comments to say. Also, I'm sorry if I sound like so gross and nasally. Usually with water boiling effects, it means the water's been contaminated, so boiling it will help lessen the chances of getting sick. Dang. Well, I am hoping that things get better on your end. That just sounds not fun. All right, y'all. I think we've been chit-chatting for like 20 minutes. Why don't we go ahead and get this first sprint started? Like, I mean, I'm fine with chit-chatting, but I need to at least clean up this desk. This desk is atrocious. So let's go get some shit done. I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. It would help if I clicked the start. Happy sprinting! Okay, and that was the first sprint. How did we do? I cleaned up the desk. It looks nice now. And then since I only had like 5 minutes or so, I was pulling out my reading journal because I really need to figure out how I want to set up every month. I haven't done that yet. I just have a post-it that says January because I haven't decided how I want the layout to be. I want to do it differently than I did the past years. So I think what I want to do is, instead of doing like a pages read graph here, since I already marked down my daily pages read, it's redundant to have it twice. So instead of doing that pages read for the month graph here, I kind of want to do like a calendar and then marking down when I start the book and when I finish the book. Not how many pages were read during each day, just like the time frame of how long it took me to finish that book. And then I don't know how I want like the rest of the month layout to be. So I need to figure that out. But my pride and joy, is it not the cutest? Isn't she so pretty? Oh, I love it. I think I might love it more than last year's. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Last year's was gorgeous too. I don't know. But she's really speaking to me. I'm really liking it. Also, the spines I color by genre. So this lets me know what genres I am reading. But here are the genres that I wrote down: contemporary romance, fantasy romance, historical romance, dark romance, mystery/thriller, fantasy/sci-fi. I separated those two last year and I'm just combining them this year. Classics. I did not have that last year, but I do want to read a couple of classics this year. All other fiction, and then nonfiction. That's how I am distinguishing my genres, because I can't just lump romance, like all the different subgenres of romance together, because I just can't do that. Like my brain doesn't work that way. Anyways, that's what I did during the sprint. Let me put the break on. I should have already put this break on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Water boiling for us is because there's a malfunction at our water treatment plant. Oh, and it just can't do its job. Interesting. Also, we have more snow on the way on Friday, Saturday, and possibly Sunday. The storm that hits Texas is supposed to hit us those days. So at this moment, I'm just like, I get it. I get it. Meanwhile, I'm here in the north waiting for winter to hit other than the cold. Like, I love winter, but I need it to make sense. So I need the snow. Plus, when it snows, it's warmer. It is warmer outside because the snow is like an insulation blanket. Anyways, fun fact, on Sunday into Monday, Texas was colder than Chicago. Katrina messaged me and she's like, so it's like 23 and like with the wind chill like in the teens. Meanwhile, up here in Chicago, it was like 30. I don't know what Mother Nature is doing. I really hope she's not like switching things up, because that means I gotta move. I like winter. Dang, I'm so sorry, Micah. That is a scary situation to be in for sure. Absolutely. Jenny, hello. As much as I'd love to work on my novel, I'm scrambling to put together my wedding anniversary scrapbook. Happy anniversary! It usually takes 2 months, and I've got about 2 weeks. Hashtag pray for me. Oh my gosh, I am sending out all of the good vibes for you. I hope you're able to finish it. But happy early anniversary. It is great to see Jenny. Also, happy early anniversary. Good to see you. Happy anniversary. All the love towards Jenny. Well, apparently you inspired me to reorganize my desk setup a bit, so I did that. Well, I also set up my notebook page for what I'm completing in each sprint. Yay! Katrina got 208. Yes! I geeked out when I saw this spread in the Discord. It looks so good. It's my favorite. It was super easy too, I promise. To make the circle, I used one of the Helix compasses. I just like picked a dot and put my pen nib in, and it made the circle for me. And then like these are all stamps. Like these colored in ones already, those are stamps. And then to draw out the books, it's just lines. It's a super easy spread. It's just so pretty. I love it so much. I love the looking out the window theme. Same. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, this needs to be a thing in all of my spreads. Because it has not always been. A lot of the times I didn't know how I wanted to design the bookshelf, so I ended up not doing it at all. Like, I'm pretty sure 2022 I have a space for it, but I never drew it out. Let's see. Maybe I didn't even do a space for it. I guess not. I didn't even put it in 2022. 2021, I think I made the space for it, but I didn't actually draw it out. Yeah, 2021 books. I drew out the shelves. Never got around to doing the books. But like, this is how I used to do them, just like this. And as soon as I saw the window theme, I was in love. One of my very first ones, I did this. Never finished it. One of these years, I'm going to have a fully finished. 2020 was actually pretty close to being completely finished. 2020 was completely different than all my other ones that I've done. And I kind of miss it a little bit. So 2020 is when my friend Dana and her coworker at the time came up with the Summer of Sarah McLean reading book club type thing. This is how the seasonally booked up book club started. Was they started off with taking the summer of 2020 and reading Sarah McLean's large backlist of books. And each week it was a different book. And what I did with this one is each week I wrote out what the chapters were that we were going over each day. And then I would take little notes of those chapters if I remembered to. And I kind of like really miss doing this kind of a thing. And then this was also when I like printed out like bingos, and 2020 was very experimental. The September doodling was like my favorite. Look at those cute little sunflower bookends. I'm so proud of myself for actually doing that. I'm amazed. I don't think I could recreate that. When I thought I was going to read Mexican Gothic, I decided to trace out that Ouroboros, I think it's called, but I ended up not reading the book yet. Shocking. But like for the books read wrapped up for each month, I did like a little shelfie. That's kind of cute. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Also in 2021, I just saw there was something that I wanted to do in 2021 that I didn't end up doing, but I might do it for this year. It was called 2021 Book Stacks. And so what my thought was that in each month I was going to do a little book stack and then like have like a little like mug or a plant or something. And it would be all the books that I read in that month. Never got around to actually doing that. But there's my little doodle of some plants. But yeah. Welcome to my TED Talk of reading journals. When we would get those polar vortexes, when highs were in the single digits and wind chills were like -20, cities in Alaska were warmer than northern Ohio. Dang. Isn't that funny? That's so funny. Whenever we get those polar vortexes here in Chicago, we're always like negative like 35 to -55. Depending on what it is. Those are the days where we are all wrapped up in our wearable blankets with 1 or 2 blankets on top of us, and we are sitting cozy on the couch with hot cocoa or tea. Tea for me, hot cocoa for everyone else. I mean, I like hot cocoa too, but and then watching like Doctor Who, or I don't know why I associate Doctor Who with wintertime. I think that's just because that's when we watch it the most. Or like a movie. We try not to go outside. Like Storm doesn't even ever want to go outside. She holds her bladder until it's warmer. She's ridiculous. Mother Nature is freaking out. I'm going to need her to stop. We haven't hit even 40 all week. Damn. Are you guys still supposed to get snow on, what was it, Thursday? I got a few rows for my crochet done. Has anyone ever heard of snow cream? Is that where people take fresh snow and make it into ice cream? If so, yes, I've heard of it. Would I try it? Yes, but only I would have to find I would have to like put out a bucket, a clean bucket or bowl to collect like snow as it's falling, because I don't trust the snow in my yard because of Storm. And I don't trust the snow closer to the street because of plows and salt. So yeah. It got up to 29 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday. I was thrilled. We are currently at 20-ish and dropping. It's going to be 10 tonight. Currently, my computer is not showing it on the taskbar like it usually does. Currently it is, if it loads, 20 degrees right now, and it feels like 14. It is, the low for tonight is 14 for us. Supposed to be 25 tomorrow, it looks like. Oh, we're actually getting snow on Friday. 0.1 of an inch. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't tease me like that. 0.5 inch on Sunday. That is nothing. I want to be snowed in. I want 1 or 2 days of being snowed in. I so hope the power stays on for you guys. Same. I'm assuming you're talking about Micah's. Though I don't think Micah is in a southern state, because with one of her comments saying we didn't get a lot of snow, like 2 inches, that's northern talk. 2 inches is nothing. Sorry. Anyways, the lettering for September is gorgeous. Which one was that? This one? With the, really? I think that was, it's not my best. That was me, like, attempting to do, like, the fake calligraphy. I do a little bit better now. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I've been really, really lazy about making my lettering pretty because I just don't care. This is also how I do my A to Z challenge now, is I make these little boxes and then I print out the book covers and put them over the letter. I used to do it differently. Apparently I didn't do it in 2021. I know I did it in 2022. 2022 is like my favorite one so far. Like as a whole. I used to just write it out like that. And these are stamped. And isn't my Van Gogh washi so cute? Ugh. I'm a little obsessed with Van Gogh. In case anyone was wondering. I have 2 Van Gogh prints that my sister-in-law got me from when the Van Gogh exhibit was happening. And then she also got me a fake lighted candle that has the Starry Night wrapped around it. It's gorgeous. She got me the Van Gogh washi. Joe got me Van Gogh socks, like a set of socks, and it's a whole bunch of different it's not just Van Gogh, it's a whole bunch of different artist paintings, but one of them is like Starry Night, and it's my favorite. I'm obsessed with Van Gogh. Your summer review is how I do mine. I do a little summary for the chapter, and then I have a little journal about things I like from an author or a book for my own use when I write. Ooh, I like that added thing. Honestly, for when we were doing the Summer of Sarah McLean, it was it was kind of ridiculous. Hold on, let's see. The Thursday chapters for 11 scandals to start to win a Duke's heart. The very first bullet point says, the mother appears again. Like, oh my gosh. The very first bullet point for that book is, I'm not entirely sold on Leighton yet. However, I'm loving Juliana. This Asperton character is just disgusting. It's just like stupid little things like that. I don't even remember who that character is, to be perfectly honest. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay. Just catching up with the chat now as I got a little distracted. Thank you for all the anniversary wishes. Really appreciate this community. This community is the bombdiggity.com. The bomb.com. Who says that anymore? I am dating myself. Okay. I'm also really loopy. I would go nuts eating clean snow when I was a kid. We had an acre of property, so yeah. What kid doesn't do this? Didn't we all do this if we had snow? I actually do too. Before I start my new job on the 27th, I just want a couple of days being holed up in my 6th floor apartment with blankies, books, and coffee. Yeah, I literally, the Chicagoland area is due for a really good snowstorm. The past couple of years where we were supposed to get a snowstorm, it ended up being very lacking and very disappointing. We were promised 1 year 12 inches, we got maybe 2. Things like that. It's ridiculous. I want a really good snowstorm. Seriously, I can't even deal with it when they tell us we are going to get snow or rain and we get nothing. I hate it. It drives me nuts. I just want a good snowfall. Virginia. Okay, so you don't get a whole lot of snow, but you're not like the South where you don't get snow at all, or very rarely, and the entire state shuts down. Also love Van Gogh. I've seen some of the original artwork in the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. I absolutely love Starry Night. Starry Night is just, it's so gorgeous. Also, to date, my very favorite Doctor Who episode is the Van Gogh episode. Top tier for me. Top tier. I also wish there were like more episodes like that Van Gogh episode in Doctor Who. There's a few where like they touch on like historical people and like historical times, but I wish there were more of it. Like I would have I would love for an entire Doctor Who season to just touch on like historical times like that. Starry Night is just beautiful. Yes. I'm upset I didn't go to the exhibit when it was here in Cleveland. I'm so upset I didn't go either. I wanted to. I heard it was expensive though. A couple of our friends went and my sister-in-law went. But yeah, I'm so upset I didn't go to it when it was traveling here in Chicago. We need a get your bread and milk kind of snowstorm. I know a lot of folks in the Midwest and in the Southeast had that and are getting that, but we want our turn. Yeah, like I'm in the Midwest, but I'm in the north part of the Midwest that's not getting this snowstorm. You'd think the more north you are, the more snow you would get, and you'd be wrong. I'm convinced that my town and like neighboring areas is just in this weird weather bubble where we are promised so many different weather storms and it just like goes around us and then like converges as it passes us. It's ridiculous. They just said in my area driving will suck Thursday night and Friday morning. I'm hoping we leave early and don't go in or go in late Friday if it happens because I don't like driving on ice in the dark. I don't blame you. I don't like driving on ice at all. Do you have a job where you would get in trouble if you don't go in? I don't think she would get in trouble. She would just have to do a PTO if I remember correctly. But a lot of the times her company will say work from home or just don't come in type of thing when this happens. There are some in the later seasons, even in this last season. Oh, yeah? Wow, my Minnesotan accent really came out when I said that. I am so sorry. Woof. I am not going to lie. I haven't watched any of the new season. We watched last year's Christmas episode, and then we were getting ready to start this new season, but we didn't get a chance to do it. There were some with what's her face? I forget her name, but the woman doctor. There were some historical figures in that one. Like I really, really liked the Rasputin line storyline. But I wish there were more. Like, I would have an entire series if it was like Doctor Who, but like take storylines from like Timeless. I don't know if any of you have seen the TV show Timeless. It had 2 seasons and then a movie. I love it. Actually, I want to rewatch that. I might do a rewatch of that this winter. Where am I? Let's go. let's get. They think if they can make it, we can. I'm like, homie, we live in rural areas. We don't get trucks treating the road. If it's bad, I just won't go in. I have plenty of vacation time. Yeah. That's good. If it's something you're apprehensive about this far ahead of time, best to listen to your gut and take time off. Yeah. Always listen to the gut. I also have a bit of PTSD because they said this about 2021 and that was not fun. Yeah. Van Gogh's Starry Night is actually very accurate in actual space and stars and how bright and distant. I'm a space nerd. Oh, I love that. That makes me really happy. My husband is a space nerd. He loves all things science, but his dream is to literally go to space. Will it ever happen? Most likely not. But his love of space has actually trickled down to Amelia, and she is such a space girly. It's really cute. Alicia, hello. How are you? We've been chit-chatty. We've been very chatty this stream. We've only done 1 sprint. It's fine. It's good. I like the new doctor. He's so quirky and sassy. I didn't have a problem with him in the Christmas special. And I actually really liked the companion, but I feel like I read somewhere where she's only the companion for this season. We're getting a new one. And I actually really liked her. She was kind of like reminding me a little bit of Clara, however you pronounce her name, mixed with a little bit of Rose, and I was just really liking her vibe. So I'm a little upset that they're getting rid of her so quickly. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I haven't watched this season, but I thought I read something like that. I am too, Micah. Sometimes I fall asleep listening to documentaries about gamma rays or black holes or neutron stars. So when I first started dating Joe, and I would come over and hang out, our background noise was anything on the Science Channel. Anything from how it's made to how the universe works or whatever that TV show is. If it was on the Science Channel, it was on 24/7 for like the first 7 years of our relationship. And then we got rid of cable and we had to figure out how to get the Science Channel. And now that it's on Discovery Plus, and I believe on Max, we watched the Science Channel again, and it's been really fun because Amelia's been getting into it. But yeah, and it's constantly on. Ancient Aliens, or what are all the other ones? How about the one TV show where they do like the satellite pictures, and then they go like through like conspiracy theories or like what is happening in this, like what's going on with this type of thing. I forget what that show's called. But then, yeah, all like the documentaries that they have on the Science Channel, and they're all like pretty much narrated by either, oh my God, what's his face from Dirty Jobs, Mike Rowe, or I think Morgan Freeman does some of them. It's just so nice to go to sleep to their voices. Me as well. I do the same thing as long as you find the ones that don't have a lot of explosive sound effects. True. Katrina, I remember that and keeping in contact with friends during that time. I went to high school in Las Colinas. Yeah, that was some scary times for Katrina. Writing a Fade to Black bonus scene for Project Sugar and Spice. Nice. We're going to get to the next sprint momentarily. I'm just getting through these. I'm sorry, guys. It was so brutal, and that's pretty awesome. I'm about an hour, maybe a bit more from there. Awesome. Has to be a documentary without a ton of ads or sound effects. I'm so sick of the ads. Absolutely love falling asleep to either writing advice or space documentaries. Nice. I'm a big fan of Fade to Black unless I'm in the mood for something a lot more spicy. I generally like letting my imagination kind of do the work. I can read anything from clean to uber spice. I tend to stay away from erotica for the most part. And that's mainly because I need my books to have some sort of plot. I read, I forget what it's called, but it was something like Rook's, something in Rook's Manor or something, and it's a erotic, not real, maybe it's an erotica, I don't know. It's a super spicy monster romance, and it's literally just all smut, and that's fine, but I need plot. There was no plot to it at all. I need some plot. If you get the chance to send Amelia to space camp in Huntsville, Alabama, it's an amazing experience. Maybe. Like, if she wants to, we can figure it out. I got to do it when I was 12. That's awesome. Core memories probably were made. Yeah, she's not coming back next season. She has a tiny appearance in the Christmas special, which has Lady Whistledown herself. Lady Whistledown as in Miss Penelope or Miss Julie Andrews, who narrates her. Which Whistledown are we talking about? Oh, I didn't even finish that comment. I'm sorry. And I'm excited to see who the new companion will be. Okay. It's the same doctor, right? They didn't get rid of him yet. Usually they get 2 or 3 seasons. I just love that Instinct Lance Bass is a legitimate astronaut. He went through the training and everything. I have heard this. Yes, what on earth? Yes, that is exactly what it was called. Thank you for letting me know about that. Yes, Penelope, I screamed when I saw her. Nice. The beautiful Nicola Coughlan. All right. Yes, same doctor. Okay. Joe and I have to catch up. Did they finally post the Christmas special on what is it, Disney? Also, I thought all of, oh my gosh, my nose, my sinuses are so bad. I thought all of the Doctor Who episodes were supposed to be going to Disney, but they're still all on Max. It's just the new ones that are on Disney. Is that how it's supposed to be? Or, because I thought they were transferring everything Doctor Who over to Disney. And I haven't yet. Unless you're the 9th, then you only get one. That's because he wanted to leave, I think, because he had like other projects or something. I don't remember what it was. But I think that was because he wanted to go. Yeah, it showed up that afternoon, but I don't like how they have all the Who episodes listed. Is it all like all in one season type thing and not like separated? Okay. Let's get this second sprint going. We've been very chatty. It's fine. All right. I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? I am literally doing my monthly. Let me put this break on. Calendar. The start of my monthly pages for my reading journal. I need to figure out what the rest of the spreads are going to be, but I'm at least doing that. I don't feel like I'm going to be doing any writing tonight. I'm going to be bookish tonight instead. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the old ones on Disney either. They're still on Max for me. No, like the Christmas specials are all split up and not together. Then the season is together as it should be. Oh, ew. Why don't they at least have like a Christmas specials or specials season and just put those in there? That makes no sense. Chatty sprints are good for the soul. Yeah, they are. I actually used that break to write down notes for the nonfiction book I started earlier. Awesome. What nonfiction book are you reading? Or is it a nonfiction book that you're writing? Oh, it's just Monopoly Go notifying me that I need to play, apparently. Time to get to editing the personal statement for my sister-in-law. I can't believe she's a college grad and is going to law school later this year. That's amazing. Okay, I got the personal statement edited. Yay! So dang proud of this girl. That's awesome. 32 words. I mean, it is what it is. I haven't done any writing. I'm journaling. 282 words. Yes. You would think, but no, they want to make it difficult. I mean, ugh. Disney, get it together. I'm getting to the part where I'm more interested in the movie. I'm on number 3 than my art. It happens. I got Unfuck Yourself by Gary John Bishop on Audible. The author is Scottish. And his accent is glorious. Yes. That Scottish accent is just... it's the best. It is the absolute best. I wonder if this is the same book that Devin recommended. Either that or the one that she recommended was Unfuck Your Habits or something like that. It had something with unfuck in the title. Oh, I have a hold on that, Melanie. Nice. Is it good? I've been considering getting that book. Oh, look at this. Apparently it's popular. I love it. It's a combination of CBT and stoicism with a bit of humor where appropriate. Awesome. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Thank you for letting me know what that is, because I wouldn't have known that. I'm just going to continue putting my calendar together while we chit chat. I really want this cold or whatever I've got to go away. My sinuses are shot. They're so bad. There we go. Wow, there we go. I could not get this ruler to line up. Katrina's going to move that book up on her list. I have to be real honest. I actually don't read a whole lot of nonfiction books except for craft books. I've read a few craft books. I collect a lot of craft books. This entire shelf here, from right here all the way to here. Oh, you can't even see it because I've got the timer. Well, anyways, there's an entire shelf right here filled with craft books. I've read like maybe 5 of them. I really need to get going on that aspect. But other than that, I really haven't read much nonfiction since my college days when I had to read them for classes. When I was in group therapy back in 2021, the facility used CBT techniques to help reframe self-talk and deal with feelings and emotions. Really made a huge difference for me. That's awesome. I was a psych major before switching to creative writing, so I love all that kind of stuff. I feel like a lot of us are like this. There was a time where I wanted to major in psychology. I ended up not doing it, but I did take a really fun psychology class in college, and it was I think it was like psychopath psychology, something like that. It had something to do with psychopaths and sociopaths. It was a really interesting class. I wonder if I still have my textbook from that. Because I used, if it was a class that I really enjoyed, I kept the textbooks. I didn't bother selling them back. Also, I do not want to know the pricing of college textbooks nowadays. Because I don't even see, there's a community college not too far from us. And it's actually one of the community colleges that I went to. And there used to be a store that would sell the textbooks for that college at a cheaper price than you could get at like the actual college. And that store is no longer there. So I'm wondering how people save money doing that, because that store's not there anymore. I wonder how, I don't even want to know how expensive things are nowadays to go to school. And with the Stoicism piece, that philosophy is based, and please bear in mind, I'm paraphrasing here badly, on determining what you are in control of and accepting what you can't control, then letting that stuff go. That's not a bad idea, to be perfectly honest. I like history books, but it depends on the time period. I still have some of the books from my history classes because they were so interesting. So I used to hate history classes. All through middle school and high school, I hated history. It was my least favorite subject. And I have a feeling it was because the teachers didn't really understand how to make it interesting for the students. And it was just like always a monotonous tone of voice for the teachers. So I was never really interested in history until when I transferred over to the university I went to. There was an Eastern European history class. So it was all about Poland, Romania, Turkey. I think parts of the Middle East were in there because we were talking about like the Ottoman Empire at one point. And it was one of the most fascinating history classes I ever took. I still have that history book. It is over there because I loved that class. Also, my maiden name is Polish. I'm not Polish, but my maiden name is Polish. And it's because my dad's dad was his adoptive dad. long story. But he adopted my dad when he married my grandma. And so we had his last name, even though there was no genetic correlation. So I'm not Polish, but I had a Polish last name. Actually, I have a Polish last name now. No, it's Polish or Slovakian. Who knows? Anyways, that Eastern European history class was the first time I had ever heard my maiden name be pronounced correctly in its Polish tongue. It was fascinating. I couldn't even repeat it because I just couldn't, like, but it was so cool to hear my last name be pronounced the way it was intended to be pronounced. I'm getting ready to read the Book of Joy, and the other is Radically Contentment. Nice. My university rents textbooks. Only some instructors require you to buy books. So I wonder if that's just how they do things now. Because I remember we bought the textbooks and then we could sell them back so that people could buy the used ones. Now, maybe they just do renting. Interesting. I despised history classes because I was so bad with remembering dates and places of historical events, but I love going to places and learning about history while exploring. I can understand that. I'm actually really good at remembering dates. Maybe not places, but dates I'm surprisingly okay with. It was just the teachers that I had for my history classes up until literally that Eastern European class never really made things interesting. And it was always like the same monotonous tone and like where I would like drone out and want to go to sleep type of thing. My university decided to go away from selling textbooks and went to the textbook rental being part of tuition. Oh, see, that's a good idea. And when they got rid of them, they were free. So got a ton from that each semester. Awesome. So would so take advantage of that. Absolutely. My favorite was the Tudor Stuart history. Okay, you're looking at excuse me, do not go in that garbage, Missy. Nice try. No, no, no. You are looking at someone who is obsessed with Henry VIII. I don't know why. I do not know where this obsession came from, but I was obsessed with Henry VIII, like lived in my brain all times. Obsessed with this TV show The Tudors. Obsessed with anything Queen Elizabeth I. Anything Queen Elizabeth. I was obsessed. It was either the Tudor history, or it was Titanic, or it was Greek mythology. Like, that is what lived in my brain. It still does. Those are my Roman empires. I was watching The Tudors and pointing out all the inaccuracies. It's such a good show, though. It's such a good show. But yeah, I'm also very interested to see that Six musical with the Six Wives of Henry VIII. I want to see it so badly. I don't even know if they're in Chicago, though. I'm actually going to go unwind for a bit. Before I get ready for bed. I only got 6 hours of sleep last night, and I'd like to improve that. Oh, thanks for hosting again. Feel better stuff. Thanks, Melanie, for joining us for a little bit. Melanie says good night to everyone. Micah, I was an archaeology major, so lots of history and science classes for me, and they were always interesting since it was the context of the people. Nice. Archaeology is fascinating to me. I don't know if I could do it, though. Now many companies want to use online textbooks. All the courses I teach have ebook options, which is good for online students. Yes. However, I personally like the physical copy of things, especially when it comes to studying something. I can easily flip through the pages and can find what I'm looking for faster than if I was looking through an ebook. So I would hate that, to be perfectly honest. And that's coming from someone who reads the majority of her books on Kindle. I know. I'm I'm a nut job. I don't know what to tell you. Um, but yeah. Alrighty. Are we ready for another sprint? I'm going to continue working on my reading journal. My sinuses need to get better. Ugh. All right. Let's go ahead and start this next sprint. Hold on. Me too. I like to underline and make notes. Yeah. Like 1,000%. And like I know you can do that with like especially with like the newest Kindle Scribe, you can do that, which is cool. But at the same time, like I want that physical copy. I as popular as e-readers and ebooks are, I don't think print is going away ever. All my kiddos have tablets and laptop, and assignments are mostly on those. There's something missing going completely digital, I've noticed. Yeah, I've noticed that with Amelia. So they get Chromebooks in elementary school, at least at her elementary school. And so these Chromebooks, they work on while at school, and then they bring them home on days where we think we're going to have bad weather the next day, on the chance that we have to have an e-learning day. And everything is pretty much on these laptops or tablets. And while it's nice, it's also like, where are the textbooks? Like, remember in our days, we had to like, it was fun to go ahead and make your book cover for your textbook. Like, right? I feel like the age of the kids are so different than how our childhood was. Right? So true. It's so different nowadays. And I mean, maybe it's a good thing, but I mean, or maybe I'm just stuck in the past and am nostalgic. Who knows? All right, let's go ahead and start this sprint. I'll see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, sorry for that. As soon as I like unmuted myself, I had a cough. I'm so sorry. Anyways, that was the sprint. How did we do? Captions, take that off, go back to chat. Okay. My students can barely figure out how to flip through a book and look up info without a computer. That is just a tragedy in my eyes. Amelia will know how to do that. Maybe I'll get Amelia like an encyclopedia set. I wonder if I still have my old encyclopedia set. I bet you I do. It's probably just in storage. Remember when we had to write papers, but we had to go through like and do like a bibliography from like encyclopedias and all these other books. Now kids just go through internet. That's sad. And getting notes from previous people. Just finished writing the scene, and one of my writer friends read it tonight in her Twitch scene. Ooh, nice. Got some great feedback for it, too. That's really cool. That's awesome. Such a lovely feeling to get helpful feedback. Absolutely. Zoned out and listening to the movie and doing art. No worries. I'm literally just journaling. I got my January spread started. So this is the calendar. And then I'm writing down, oh, I forgot that it's mirrored. I'm writing down the books that I'm reading. And the lines are the days that, the track of when they were read. So like, even though I haven't read Fourth Wing since Saturday, since it's still ongoing, it's still, the line is still going. You know what I mean? So the line will end once the book is finished, basically. Alicia got 361 words. Good job. I finished out the scene I was working on. That's always a good feeling. Katrina got another 288 words. Yes. I really should be writing, but I'm really not in the headspace for it. Which sucks, but that's okay. I have to figure out what else I want to do for the months. I know I'm going to have like a wrap-up page that'll have all my stats from the month, and like the covers of the books that I read. But what do I want? Oh, I should do like the Connect 4 board that I have through the Book Revolution Book Club. Back when I did the tic-tac-toe, I did it like this. I guess I could still do that. But this was also when I was like participating in multiple book clubs. Let me find a month that actually has the ones that I was participating in. Here, January of 2022. So I had the Book Revolution, Olivia Reads a Latte, the Seasonally Booked Up, and Katie Wismar used to have a book club. I don't know if she still does. Or like a book of the month type of thing. And that's how my wrap-ups used to be. I would do... Actually, I think this might still be the way I want to do them. Put the covers and then do all of my stats on the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this wrap-up. Do I want to bring back the mood boards? Maybe. Allows me to be a little doodly. See, this is the pages read that I was talking about. I would mark down how many pages I read on each day, and I would color coordinate it to whatever book that was, which I still like, but it's kind of pointless when I do this, pages read per day. You know what I mean? I don't know. I still do this side of my yearly stats, though. Look how pretty that graph ends up being. Oh, I never finished marking how many books I read in December. Oh, well. I used to do this, but I never really kept up with it, so I ended up deleting that altogether this year. I'm learning. My favorite title page I've ever made. I'm shocked I didn't do a shelfie in this one. Huh. I don't know. Anyways, I never put the timer on for the break. Oh. It is what it is. I'm cold and calling it a night. Hopefully I can pop in on Thursday for a few sprints. Yeah, Thursday I will be sprinting in the morning. Where did that purple marker go? The sprints will be the stream will be starting at 8:45 Central Time on Thursday morning. I am missing a marker. Have a good night. I actually don't think I'm sprinting anymore. It's already 10:21. I was just thinking about it. I'll do a 15-minute sprint if you want. I know I need 3,400 words, but this lady is tired. Oh my gosh, 3,400 words. Woof. Yeah, it's one of those days, guys. One of those days. Where is this marker? Is it hiding? I found it. Clearly, I'm just blind. It's fine. absolutely fine. But yeah, Katrina, I'll do a 15-minute sprint with you and then call it. Same. These sinuses need to go away. It's terrible. It could be a big proponent as to why I am so bleh. Why don't we go ahead and do that last sprint right now and then call it. Oh man, that came out of nowhere. All right, we are going to do one more sprint. It is going to be the final one, and it will be only 15 minutes. I'll probably take a Sudafed after writing them pass out. Nice. I want to actually start reading a little bit more of the Eris Gets a Duke, because I don't have the ebook version of it, so I can't read it up in bed, even though that's the one that I really, really want to read right now, but I'm not paying $9 for an ebook. It's just not happening. All right. Let me change this to 15 minutes. There we go. Night, Micah. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one. All right, y'all. This is going to be the last one, right? Like $9 for an ebook is just astronomical. The highest I will ever go is $6, unless like I have like one of those, like the rewards where it does like the $3 off. Then I'll pay for a $9 ebook because it'll end up being $6. But even $6, I think, is a little excessive. It's probably why I do most of my reading on KU. Because KU saves me so much money in a month. All right. Final sprint of the evening, everyone. I will see you guys back in 15 minutes. Happy sprinting. All right, and that was the last sprint. How did you do? I watched YouTube videos. Today, not the greatest day, guys. It's fine. It is what it is. Same. I'll spend a little bit more on a craft ebook, but I also still prefer the physical copies. Clearly. Joanne left us. Thanks for joining us, Joanne. It was so nice to see you, and take care, everyone. Yes. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow evening like I normally would on Wednesday nights because Joe has lodge. So the next time I'm streaming is Thursday morning. And then after that, maybe on Sunday, depending on how I'm feeling, because Saturday is a super busy day of social activities, and Sunday might just be a day of me resting and recouping. So we'll see. Nikki, oops, I haven't said anything in a while. I'm crocheting and getting my night stuff done. No worries. I got 332, but I'm almost done with this chapter, so I'm finishing it up. That's awesome. That's a great count in 15 minutes, girl. All right, I gotta go grab Storm. She's outside. And I'm gonna go read a little bit of The Heiress Gets a Duke before heading upstairs for bed, because I want to get a few more chapters in, since this is the book that I really, really want to read, but I don't have the ebook for it. And my library doesn't have the ebook version anymore. It's driving me nuts. Anyways, okay. I will talk to y'all later. I'll be in the Discord tomorrow, as long as I'm not sick. So I'll talk to y'all over there. Thanks for sprinting with me. I hope you guys have a good night.